All right, good Monday evening. I'm a little bit behind. It's Monday evening. We're heading into Tuesday morning, and it's going to be a cold Tuesday morning. Temperatures are going to drop into the upper 30s to low 40s to start your day tomorrow. The coldest weather is going to be right underneath this area of high pressure, which is to the northeast of us. So it's going to be places like Tupelo and Starkville and Columbus and Meridian and maybe over to Kosciuszko that are going to be in the 30s tonight. The rest of us, low 40s. Not much wind out there. So, yeah, chilly, but that's not going to last very long. We're going to see a quick warm-up tomorrow with a lot of sunshine. The air is still going to be relatively dry, and our winds are going to start to turn in from the southeast. Now, tonight, we don't have any wind out there because we're right underneath that area of high pressure, so clear skies, light winds. That's why it's going to be cold. It already really is. It's 46 degrees. We're expecting 39 to the northeast of us and 40 to 42 for the rest of us. And then tomorrow, look at that big turnaround, mid-70s across the board with the full sunshine. So Election Day is tomorrow, and really you couldn't write a better script for the weather for Election Day. Of course, it's going to be chilly in the morning. It is November after all, but not terrible. 44 degrees at 7 a.m. when the polls open. And then just a few hours later at mid-morning, we're going to be in the 60s, low 70s at lunchtime, mid-70s for highs. And then after the sun goes down, which is going to be about 7 minutes after 5 o'clock tomorrow, temperatures will cool back into the upper 50s by the time the polls close at 7 p.m. But overall, that is not a bad day. And we're going to see a week filled with pretty good weather. This high pressure is going to move to the east, so the winds around it turn in from the south. That's going to start that warming trend, which we're going to keep much of the week ahead. This front pretty much is going to bypass us to the north. It's going to be the next one that comes in late Friday that's going to give us a chance of rain, and temperatures will be warming up between now and then. So chilly tomorrow morning, but then Wednesday, 45, another 5 degrees warmer Thursday morning, and then closer to 60 by Friday morning. And then after that front comes through Friday evening with the rain, that's when temperatures begin to drop again. In fact, we're going to see another front coming in after that. That's really going to drop temperatures by this time next week. So I think 30s are going to be with us about a week from now. So you may be thinking about, is it going to freeze? Some of the models are suggesting that we are going to get very close to freezing early next week. Now, the average first freeze, the average date of the first freeze in Jackson is the 9th day of November. Next Monday is the 10th of November. So really, if we get a freeze early next week, we're going to be right on schedule. So this week, no worries. It's actually going to warm up this week. We're talking about next week when it could get cold again, and we may have a threat of a freeze. All right, tonight, it's going to be chilly, but not freezing, 41 for a low. And then tomorrow, notice our winds turn in from the southeast, full sunshine, pleasant day. We're going to make it up to 74 degrees. And then notice the warming trend, not only in the morning, but in the afternoon. So 74, 75, 78, up to about 80 by your Friday. And then we get the rain Friday evening. And then temperatures begin to trend downward over the weekend, although not a big difference. We're still going to be in the 70s over the weekend. And then that next front comes through, and then you see the big drop. On Monday, 58 degrees, and then lows are going to be in the 30s. Now, right now we've got mid to upper 30s, but I honestly really think that we're going to be revising these numbers down a bit as we get into Monday and Tuesday morning of next week. The thing is, it's just so far out that it's hard to say right now. Once we get past about day 4, 5, or 6 in the 8-day forecast, that's when of course, the accuracy goes down the farther out you are. So right now, we're going to say confidently that we're going to be in the 30s early next week, but just how low is it going to go? That's what we will be fine-tuning as we go through the next couple of days. Bottom line, though, for this week is lots of sun, pretty weather. We're going to warm up, get a little bit of rain Friday night. All right, that is your forecast for this evening. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here first thing in the morning with your next update.